So here's a free HR advice. I've seen a lot of videos on social media where people tell you that, oh, you really don't have to give the 2 week notice, the 4 week notice, the notice of resignation that is probably the policy of the organization that you are in. And a lot of people say, oh, when they're going to fire you, they're not going to give you any sort of notice. So why are you supposed to give a notice? Here's the reason: you really must give a notice of resignation before you leave, or give at least a payment in lieu, which is the alternative. Number one, understand something about workplaces. Bosses know themselves. HR people know themselves. So do not underestimate the fact that the new organization that you're going to be applying to or will be hired into will do background checks. And one of the first places they're going to ask questions from is your former place of work. And what do you think that your former HR is going to say about you if you just abscond? Because that's what it is. If you don't perfect your resignation, you are an absconded staff. So it is important that you give that resignation notice or payment in lieu, so that if questions are asked or a background check is done on you, you come out clean and the HR or your former boss has praises just for you. The second reason why you really need to at least leave your previous place of work on a clean slate by giving notice of resignation or payment in lieu is that after a period of time, if you're not able to get another job, you're entitled to go back to your pension fund administrator to ask for a certain percentage of your pension contribution, at least to help you on your feet. In most cases, after 6 months, if you're not able to secure a job. Now, when you get to your PFA, guess one of the things they're going to ask you to bring as documentation? You guessed it right. They're going to send you back to your previous place of work, where you'll be required to get documentation to show that you worked there. And of course, that your pension contribution was up to date. So if you leave on very bad terms, you weren't able to fulfill your your resignation, what do you think will happen? The HR is definitely not going to give you anything. So you will not be able to get that. Another one is gratuity. Now, a lot of places actually give gratuity or some sort of retirement benefit when you leave. Trust me, it is not automatic. It's not automatic. If you're going to leave your place of work under the wrong pretext, or you actually do not fulfill or perfect your terms of resignation, you're going to have problems accessing your gratuity. And it might even lead you to going to court or doing a back and forth, which you may not win. So all of that hustle is not worth it. And do not forget, people know themselves in an industry. You don't need the drama. You really don't need the drama. What's 2 weeks? What's 4 weeks? If you have the money, why not pay so that you live on a clean slate? Because you do not want the wrong report on your career history.